The plane that Qatar gifted to Trump has been sitting on the market unsold for years and years. This is something that is pointing to even more so that Donald Trump's government here is getting absolutely fleeced in this gifting of this plane, because really what we're doing is we are giving the Qataris leverage over us, and we are also allowing them to now apparently get rid of something that they don't even want to have whatsoever, and have been trying to get rid of it for quite a while now. So it remains in question how much of a gift this actually is, and how much goodwill is actually a part of this gesture that the Qataris have done to Trump. So before we look at that, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with someone that's into politics. And now we'll head on over to Newsweek. It says, Qatar's gift to Trump is unsold plane it's been trying to dump for years. The Boeing 747-8 being offered to U.S. President Donald Trump by Qatar once served the Qatari royal family and has been sitting unsold for years. The jet, a lavishly configured version of Boeing's largest passenger aircraft, has been lingering without a buyer since being put up for sale in 2020, according to aircraft listings and aviation and analysts. The aircraft was commissioned for Qatar's former prime minister and delivered in 2012 at a price of $367 million, not including the interior, which likely cost tens of millions of dollars. The customized interior, designed by Paris-based Cabinet Pinto, features sycamore and wakapu wood finishes, silk fabrics, and space for 89 passengers in a configuration that includes 2 bedrooms and entertainment and meeting rooms. Very nice. Despite its luxury interior, the plane has failed to find a buyer since being put on the market in 2020. So really, how much of a gift is this at all to Trump? If it's something that they've been trying to get rid of, it seems like if you were to want to get leverage with Trump, who absolutely loves shiny golden plated things, you give him an expensive shiny golden plated thing that you actually didn't even need or want to use anymore, and you use that to get leverage over Trump, who is, again, one of the main negotiating partners with someone like Israel. And we all know that the Qatari government fully funds and backs Hamas, the terrorist organization that has a huge part to play in the increase of the conflict in the Gaza Strip. And, you know, this is just a bad situation where the president of the United States is seemingly giving favor to a government that we should not be, definitely not be cozying up to. And it's taken nothing more than a shiny gold-plated plane that they didn't even want. And now what we have here is Mike Johnson trying to pass the football on responsibility for his role in as being the Speaker of the House, and his role in basically administering foreign gifts and deciding whether or not a foreign gift should be given to us from a particular government. That is something that is mandated by Congress, and it's something that is laid out in the Constitution very clearly with the emolument clause that I haven't heard many people talking about. But now what we have here is Mike Johnson basically insisting that none of that exists. Mike Johnson insists Trump accepting Qatar luxury plane was not my lane, gets dragged, most certainly is your job. Approval of gifts to the United States is a function of Congress. That is literally Mike Johnson's lane. My understanding is it's not a personal gift to the president, it's a gift to the United States, Johnson said. Other nations give us gifts all the time. I'm going to leave it to the administration. They know much more about the details of that. It's not my lane. Critics were quick to point out that the Constitution explicitly grants Congress the responsibility to approve gifts from foreign states to U.S. officials. I mean, this one poster says, it's caps literally your job to approve gifts such as this, one user wrote. If a $400 million jet for the president isn't in the speaker's lane, what exactly is in his lane? Cutting Medicaid for potentially millions and millions of Americans, as we'll look at here in a little bit, is apparently what Mike Johnson is up to. But again, the Constitution clearly lays out that it is a function of Congress to approve gifts from foreign governments. But we all know that the Trump administration and MAGA in general, they don't really care about the Constitution whatsoever. It's kind of just this piece of paper to them that says some things on it, that some of them are good and some of them we're not going to really pay attention to. So that's all I got for you guys in this one. Thank you so much for watching.